When considering the adoption of a user-centered design approach, it's normal for an organization to ask 3 questions. How much will it cost? What do we get in return? And can the benefits be expressed in financial terms? Before answering these questions, it needs to be noted that product development is highly diverse and there's no one-size-fits-all formula for this. Let's start with the first question. How much will it cost? This depends on how much your company already has invested in UX versus how deeply integrated they want user-centered design to be. To be clear, it costs nothing for a company to adopt a UCD mindset, but it does require an internal culture that respects the importance of user experience. If your company is already striving to provide good user experience, adopting a user-centered design is a natural next step. If user experience is a new concept for your company, perhaps due to a lack of exposure to the concepts or a lack of dedicated staff, some financial investment might be required. These investments may be in the form of getting training, hiring external UX consultants, or creating an internal UX team. Obviously, these costs can vary greatly. When considering the overall cost of UX on a project, a common rule of thumb is 10%, as in 10% of the total project budget should be dedicated to UX work. So what do you get for that 10%? That brings us to the second question. What do we get in return? Well, quite a lot. I'll organize the benefits into 3 categories: organizational benefits, cost-saving benefits, and revenue-boosting benefits. I'll start with the last one first, revenue boosting. Now, here are the ways good UX can boost revenue. Increased conversion rates. Poorly designed e-commerce flows can lead users to abandon their order before completing the purchase. Identifying and fixing UX issues with these flows can result in dramatic increases in conversion rates. Increased user satisfaction. Well-designed products generally have higher ratings, and users are more likely to be repeat customers and willing to recommend the product to others. This generates word-of-mouth buzz and personal referrals, which is invaluable. Moving on to the next category of benefits, cost savings. Here are some examples of cost savings. Better risk management. Because product development can be a huge investment, user-centered design can help safeguard against unforeseen issues and prevent painful rework. It's been said that erasing a wall on a blueprint is easier than later having to knock it down with a sledgehammer. So any problem you can identify and fix at the design stage is going to be an order of magnitude cheaper compared to making the change after it's been implemented with code and art. Next, user support costs. Bad UX or poor usability can sometimes cause a user to believe the product is malfunctioning, which can come back around as increased customer support costs or product returns. Sometimes a UX issue is severe enough that it even warrants a software patch or a product recall. Another category is the reduction of user error. User error can be annoying and time-consuming, but in some contexts, a single serious error can have grave consequence. For example, if you're making products for healthcare, aviation, or military, the margin for user error may be 0. Finally, let's move on to organizational benefits. Starting with reduced training costs. Training can be expensive and disruptive. Well-designed products are easier to learn and the training is better retained. This can be an important consideration when an organization is deciding which product to adopt. The next benefit, boosting innovation. By keeping information about the user on hand, team members have a source of inspiration to spark new ideas. And also, user research can be a conduit for ideas from subject matter experts and an opportunity for team members to ask questions of them. The next one, increased confidence. Sometimes multiple designs are viable, but it's hard to know which one to choose. A user study can help pick a winner and help you diffuse internal stalemates and confidently move forward. Finally, the demonstration of due diligence. Now, being able to reference user data can sometimes help defend decisions during product reviews. If a decision is validated by users, it's probably more resistant to managerial scrutiny. Of course, these benefits require more than financial investment in UX resources. The team also needs to embrace user-centered design and adopt UX best practices. Now let's address the last question. Can these benefits be expressed in purely financial terms? In many cases, such as improved conversion rates, this is straightforward to calculate. However, not all situations are this clear-cut. For example, if a company wondered if it's worth to improve their internal tools, for instance, if they invest X amount in improving technology for all employees, will they actually save money in the long run? Well, this question can only be answered on a case-by-case basis, but it absolutely can be answered. Some research and calculation is necessary, but you can put a dollar amount on UX benefits. Formulas exist for cost savings related to errors, maintenance, and productivity, among others. I will not go over these formulas now, but I will include them in the video description. Overall, the ROI of UCD is compelling and should make sense from a business perspective.